My father once believed that much of success was based on luck. He believed this because of life experiences. George, my dad, started his first business in the 1980s, a video rental store. Using my mother's, his, two partners and the bank, they raised enough money to start their first shop in Blackhall, Edinburgh. When they were applying for a bank loan, they were requested to complete a business plan. The cash flow forecast were my dad's predictions. He's a complete realist, although I call him a hypochondriac. After the first month passed, it was clear he was way off the mark. They made 17 times his predictions, and that remained true for the rest of the year. The three of them went on to open up more and more stores and eventually parted ways in the mid-90s. The chances of getting a business right first time with no testing, business development, or what Eric Ries calls pivoting is second to none. Or at least that's the way you have to look at it. What my father did was bonkers. He put up all of his money, took out loans, and did it based on what he and two others thought was right. Madness. Creating an app or web-related business, unlike my father's store, means that you don't have to put up 12 months rent and buy enough stock to last the month. You're not confined to one city, and because pretty much everything you're doing is digital, you're able to make corrections with minimal investment. So because of this, you have the ability to test every aspect of your system. For example, why are users not upgrading? Test. Attempt showing the upgrade facility when they open the app. Why are they still not upgrading? Test. Try showing the upgrade facility once they have completed a certain function. The list goes on. You can twist, pull, and flip your system any way you like until you know your chances of success aren't based upon what you thought, but what you know from real users. Let me give you a case study. Jordan, our wonderful lead developer, has one day woken up ecstatic because when he was asleep, he dreamt a groundbreaking idea, something to put his name on the map. There's only one problem. He's forgotten all of his coding abilities. Jordan can't code anymore, so sadly we can't keep him here as a mascot, and off he goes, but full of enthusiasm because he has a winning idea. Jordan decides to call his app J-Card. Although he can't code anymore, he does know how to launch an app in a calculated way. His idea is to offer holiday visitors an app which they can purchase for a 2-week license. By purchasing the app, the tourists can walk into a large number of selected stores ranging from clothing down to food venues and receive up to a 20% discount. Sounds great, right? $9.99 and a family saves a ton over the course of a holiday. It sounds great in theory, but how do we know it works in practice? Questionnaires? Well, Jordan knows that's old school and not exactly efficient. Firstly, he does the obvious and contacts all the stores he can. Of everyone he spoke to, 100 stores have decided to give between a 5 and 20% discount. Great start. Now how do we find out whether people will actually buy J-Card? If Jordan uses his hard-earned savings, the cost of the full app will be £50,000. That's a lot of money. He understands though what a minimum viable product is, MVP. To make the app as basic as possible, it's going to cost £10,000, which again is a large chunk of cash. What he does though is goes back to basics and buys 500 plastic cards with his new logo printed on them. Jordan goes round 50 stores and gives each of them 5 cards as well as a printout piece of paper clearly showing the offer. The stores are asked to promote the card verbally, and if they sell it, they will receive all the money, which is $4.99 for every card. Now so far, only 250 cards have been used. The other 250 cards are staying with Jordan for the moment, as he is going to use them to test online marketing over Facebook. He creates Facebook advertisements, takes some attractive pictures clearly showing the offer, and has a web development firm build a landing page. Jordan runs 4 advertising campaigns all at the same time, targeting different audiences in each one, i.e. families, male and female, aged 30 to 40. The campaign shows up on Facebook's newsfeed and users can see his offer. When they click on the ad, which appeals to them, considering they're going to be in Edinburgh soon, they are taken to the landing page where it describes what the card does, how to pay, PayPal, and where to collect, Jordan's address and contact number. Each campaign Jordan dedicates £3 per day, so £126 over 2 weeks. This has all taken a week of Jordan's time to organise: stores, cards, advertising, and web development, all of which has come to a total of £726. After 3 weeks, from start until finish, Jordan has conducted a test with a minimum viable product, which will give more data to prove the success of his app than a questionnaire or 1,000 phone calls ever could. Not only that, should he want to put this forward for investment, the chances of acceptance based on this type of investigation, should the results prove right, are way higher. Not every idea is lucky enough to have simple testing methods like this one, but what I hope I've proven is that breaking down development into phases allows you to develop a product around user feedback rather than what you think is right. Results from 1,000 people can be way different from 10,000. And as your app moves through each phase, you will be able to refine closer and closer to what the mass market is looking for. If you have any questions about what I've spoken to you about here, feel free to get in touch by clicking on the Contact Us button on the top right. Thanks for listening.